Hello, Gonzo Land. My name's Ashley Beth, host of You're Standing on My Neck podcast, making sure you guys can hear me. We are still on the hate, and at the request of my managing editor of the future Gonzo Today magazine, David Pratt, I guess you people wanted to see my face, so here it is. Try not to throw up. Anyway, no, that's just the obligatory, millennial insecurities. Anyway, so as you can see behind me, we have some Ralph Steadman. Always great to see Ralph represented, in everybody's life. It's funny, actually. Seen a lot of Steadman's work. Not really surprised, though. I figured while we were still out in San Francisco and I had the opportunity to show you guys a bit of that and what it's like to be out here. Also a little bit about who I am, just so you're not thinking, why is it even worth listening to this person, Anyway, so my background is I am a pharmacist by education at my state university, which is from Rhode Island. I'm going to give you guys a view of the plants and the porch that we might get to see a little bit later. Ooh, you can't see both of us at the same time. Oh my God. Anyway. Attended that for 6 years. After that, I was really desperate to get out of the hometown that I basically spent 24 years in. Moved up to Maine, Bangor to be exact, 2 hours north of Portland, Maine. You might have heard of Portland, Maine. Probably not Bangor. And lived there for about 4 years, helping underserved population, discovering that local supermarket, regional chain pharmacy wasn't for me. Through a lot of existential crises and the mini battles within that giant war. Anyway, and actually really kind of started writing and getting back to photography once I realized how miserable that the job that 6 years of education had led me to, and kind of stumbled upon Gonzo Today in December. Absolutely loved the feeling of seeing my first piece published, even though it was open submission process. That's actually a shout out to anybody who's watching this or who might think of submitting something. We are not an invisible crowd of hipsters who will heckle at your writing if you send it to us. We really, really want you to. And I got to tell you, especially if you're someone who's used to being on stage or being on film, the rush of seeing your piece published, your work, something that came out of your head, and seeing it published is something that is really incomparable. There's not a drug in the world that can do that. Anyway, so here's the kitchen that I'm staying in, and just for the minute. And what brings me to San Francisco? I'm looking for a job, which is kind of what steers a lot of my generation right now. Anyone in their 20s, jobs are kind of the controlling factor. You're supposed to be too cool to care about relationships unless you're married or really cool or really dedicated. But I'm very much in no time for Love, Dr. Jones. And I have no idea if I'm irritating the other people sleeping in this hallway, and I guess we'll find out if random things get thrown at my head. But I'm just going to do a 360. We'll go back to Steadman, walking backwards. Oh my God. But I figured I would just produce some more stuff for you guys out of the creative hubbub that is San Francisco and the San Francisco Bay Area. And I'd love to tell you more about what housing is going to be like in the transition of that. Because right now, I don't know. And I don't know when my test is going to be. I haven't even sent my gosh darn application for the licensure of pharmacy out here. So we'll see. But this is Ashley Beth signing off. You're Standing on My Neck, episode 2 in the books. My, what a productive trip we are having. Love ya.